this is Amy. In this video, I try every matcha in New York City and rate them. Needless to say, I've been drinking way too much matcha, but I have no regrets. Let's go! First, we have Isshiki. The cafe itself is small, cozy, but super busy. I got the small pistachio matcha latte with oat milk. When I took my first sip, I immediately tasted the balance between the sweetness of pistachio and the matcha flavor. It was not bitter at all, super high quality. The cafe itself was also very nice, 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Second, right next door is La Cabra. This place is known for their cardamom buns and their pastries. I love their croissants. I have featured them in a video a long time ago trying different bakeries in New York City, so if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. They also have cute merch, long lines usually, so definitely keep that in mind. This time I got the iced matcha latte with oat milk. It was a little grainy, but overall it was good quality matcha, 8 out of 10. Our third place is Teahouse. It is the perfect place for afternoon tea and snacks with your friends in East Village. It offers great matcha drinks and desserts, and the environment is also super cute and cozy. They do have an extensive menu, so do your homework beforehand. I usually need to wait a bit in line before grabbing a seat because they're just so popular. Come with your matcha obsessed friends. For this time, I got the matcha latte with oat milk. It is perfectly mixed with great matcha flavor. Also, you get to order your matcha dessert, so just everything combined makes it from an 8.5 just for the matcha to a 9 to 10 out of 10 experience. Here's an honorable mention of Oasis Cafe just because I live near one. I got the iced maple cinnamon matcha latte for the deal they're giving out. It was very sweet, which is good and bad, and I wish there's more matcha taste versus the syrup they used. 7.5 out of 10. Enough with the honorable mentions. We're at Depanneur in Williamsburg. I got a hot matcha latte with oat milk and simple syrup. There was a small bitter aftertaste that lingered on my tongue that I did not enjoy, and I also realized I'm not a hot matcha kind of girl, so take this with a grain of salt. 7 out of 10. Next up is Kettl Tea, very famous, very well known in New York. I went to their Greenpoint location in Brooklyn. A lot of cafes also proudly serve their matcha, and that's how you know. I also heard they have matcha making classes, so if you're into that, definitely check them out. They also have a whole wall of matcha kits you can choose from to replenish your matcha collection. I learned that there is a difference for matcha you use for lattes and matcha you could just drink by itself. So for drinks, I got the iced Hokuju matcha latte. It's definitely umami flavor forward, so 9 out of 10 because of that, but also because I typically like less savory umami flavor. It was not a personal favorite, so it wasn't that satisfying. Oops. I do definitely want to go back and try out their other versions. You can definitely taste the quality here. Matchaful is a creative matcha cafe. This one lives within a market called Clean Market. I believe they do a bunch of collabs with celebrities, and they also have a cool extensive menu. I got the matcha latte with oat milk and maple syrup, and you could tell that it is good ceremonial grade matcha. However, the matcha latte did come out a bit watery, but it wasn't in a terrible way. I would give this 8 out of 10. HeyTea, a classic boba chain from China, now has a flagship store in Times Square. I got the cloud matcha latte, less sugar, regular ice. It is matcha on matcha, creamy and smooth, but pretty pricey. I've also gotten matcha 3 in the past. Just know you won't be sleeping at night if you're drinking it in the afternoon. I would give this 8 out of 10. Here we are at La Cafe Coffee. I got, you guessed it, iced matcha latte with oat milk. There's one by my office, and I can't tell if it was the quality inherently or because it was my weekly, if not daily, afternoon pick-me-up, but I think I can actually taste the good quality matcha. I also love the color every time they give it to me. I would give this 8 out of 10. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews about Cha Matcha, and I kind of agree with them. It is definitely classic good for the regular iced matcha latte that I did get here. I would give that 7 out of 10. But there was one day that I tried their strawberry matcha latte and it sucked. It definitely tasted artificial tasting. It was powdery, but maybe it was just that day. And I just need to try it again next time. But if you ask me that day of that strawberry matcha latte, I would give it a 2 out of 10. Gregorys Coffee, another big chain in Manhattan. I got the iced matcha latte with almond milk this time. No complaints, it's great quality matcha you can taste. This was also my first time trying almond milk, so that was pretty interesting. I've also had their seasonal drinks like the blossom matcha. That wasn't bad at all, it gave me a lychee flavor. Overall, I would give this place 8 out of 10 for their matcha. We also got Maman Bakery. I tried their typical matcha latte with oat milk. It was pretty heavy on the oat milk with a hint of matcha. I would give it a 7 out of 10, passable. Last but not least, it's Nana's Green Tea. They specialize in matcha and hojicha desserts and drinks. Their soft serve is also really good. There's one by where I lived when I was still in Shanghai before college, but back then I wasn't into matcha, so I didn't really care for it. But now that I am, I really like Nana's green tea. But the caveat is also I didn't make it oat milk, and that's why it was so creamy and good. Overall, great drink. 10 out of 10, would definitely recommend this one. And that's everything for now. Thank you so much for watching and making it this far. Hope this inspires you to find your next favorite cafe place and continue enjoying matcha. See you in the next one.